See a small little island right there, guys. It is super shallow there also. So I'm gonna be able to walk out a little bit and get a bit of a deeper cast. I mean, there's just no real estate for these fish to even be up close. Now, let's see if this helps any. I am on a scouting trip this morning, so I bring this 7-foot with me. It's a great little rod. This is a 7-foot Fenwick. It holds up to 2.5 ounce lure weight. I got it paired up with a 4,500 pin slammer with 20-pound true braid. And I built this setup for offshore kayak fishing. But I've found that like when I'm doing scouting missions like this, instead of bringing like that 9-foot Surf Pro or that 8'6" Dagger, I grab the old 7-foot Fenwick. It's easy to carry around. It slings a mile, and it's an absolute blast when you hook up on it. I use these super low tide days to come out here and scout for new spots to fish. There's not a lot of current. The water's crystal clear. So all these elements line up for like a perfect scouting mission. You will find things on days like today that you would never see otherwise. I'm going to show you guys like what I'm looking at as we go along. So this island right here that I was just walked out on, this is a great marker for me. You see the wet sand comes all the way up to this lip here. So that's telling me that the water has the potential to come all the way up to here. So with a higher tide, we'd have the drop off here and then this island. You're not necessarily even going to be able to see that, especially with like murkier water. But this is like a prime flounder spot, whiting spot. You can see this is really soft sand here. There's not a lot of shells, so flounder can dig down in there easily. You would then have a big deep gut that runs right here leading up to the sand. Whiting will cruise all through there, guys. So it gives them a ledge here, gut, then another ledge. This is a great place to feed for like coquina clams, sand fleas, things like that. You can actually see how all the shells kind of pile up right there on that lip. The coquinas and the fleas will do the same thing. So this big island right here, right off land, I'll definitely be marking. And then to the left of this island here, we got another deep gut. And it actually runs into a point over here. With a super close sandbar, you can see the little waves breaking right here up front. So again, we have a big gut, super close sandbar. I would target flounder and whiting in this gut and then cast them out in the deeper water over that little sandbar for your pompano. Heading east, I came up on another little cool area. So what caught my attention with this is all the ripples right here in front. So we have a sandbar out there pretty deep, but you can cast over that. With the right equipment and the right technique, you'll be able to launch baits over that bar. But then all in front of it, we have rippling water. But then right here to the right, it flattens out. So ripple, ripple, ripple. Then right here, something's going on. Something's happening where the current flattens out. That's interesting to me. That's more than likely going to be deeper water. And this is not too far from my little island spot that we were just talking about. So I will mark this too, because sometimes I'm looking for deeper water and I just don't know where it's at. When we got a higher tide, we got some breakers and things like that, everything basically looks the same. So taking advantage of days like this and marking spots will greatly increase my odds of catching fish when I can't find anything visually. I'll try to get you guys a different view of what I'm talking about. So here's our bar out here, and you have all this rippling water in front of it, and then it flattens out until it hits the second bar down there, and we have more rippling in front of there. There's our little island. So really this whole area in here, including the island, will be a great spot to target. This is like a great leapfrog area too. You know, you could start down here on the east end. If you're not getting any bites, you can start leapfrogging sand spikes over and over and over, all the way past that island, and now you've covered a huge area. What is this? Oh my goodness, that's an anchor. Oh, we got a broken off anchor here. Somebody had a bad day. Super old. Look at this rope, guys. This rope was super old, all dry rot. They should have known better. Somebody beached up here probably over the weekend and the rope snapped. I don't think I'm getting that out. I ain't digging that thing out. You find all kind of stuff out here early in the morning, y'all. I don't think I've ever bought Thunder a beach toy. I just find them. Monty owns, I think, 3 pair of women Ray-Bans right now. Did not buy those. I was actually on a guide probably about 2 months ago, and some Costas washed up on shore as we were pulling the fish in. So my customer got him a new pair of glasses. Got some dolphins going crazy over there. Could be bluefish they're after. I'll run down there and check them out. Ow! I see another fisherman down there too. See if he's catching anything. All right, I've walked up on this now so you guys can see it. This is a great spot. It looks super deep in front of it also. As you can see, our fisherman set up right in front of it. Mr. Larry Grossman, the forgotten angler. He's out here fishing the tournament. He's got 2 days left in the tournament. He's holding, where are you holding, second or third? Third right now. Larry's holding third out of like 500 and something anglers, right? Yeah, there's a lot of anglers in that tournament. Larry is third place out of like 500 people, y'all. That is impressive. You can find all of Larry's socials under The Forgotten Angler on YouTube and Facebook. He's doing a lot of instructional videos, surf fishing, kayak fishing. You got a boat too. You got a boat, Larry? Larry's got a boat. Larry's got all angles covered. So here's our anomaly right here, deep water in front, and then to the left also is a big body of deep water. And this is something you would not be able to see if we had a lot of water. Again, I will mark this spot. So now I have 2 new spots already to target. And just to see how deep it is here, I'm gonna walk this whole area just casting and see how far my lure drops down. Yeah, it's taking some winds. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Again, I'm just walking and casting. You can see it right here. It's another super shallow sandbar. Waves and current pushing right to left, smashing into each other. Again, this is what I thought were dolphins a minute ago. These spots are very interesting to me, and again, you're not able to see these on a normal tide. So this gives me a 3rd spot to target. I will mark this area also, so when I come back, I know where to throw my lines. And then reaching the end of this sandbar here, it dumps off to deep water again. So we're gonna put some casts in this area. Again, I just wanna check the depth. So I've let 7 winds off my spool to get like a pretty accurate reading of how deep it is out there. Looking at my lure to my rod tip, I'm at probably about 3 feet. So that's 3 feet in the deep spot in super low tide. And 3 foot is plenty of real estate for fish to swim. So we got this much, guys. That's a lot of water in low tide. So at high tide, we're looking at like 6 to 8 foot. That's deep for the Gulf of Mexico and surf fishing, guys. At this point, I'm moving to higher ground, guys. The sun is high enough that I can really start targeting all these holes. What I mean by targeting is find them to throw my lines in on a later date. When the sun's first peeking over the horizon, they're kind of hard to see. If you're in my area, like the Gulf of Mexico Panhandle area, around 8:30 is the time that I've been finding the best this time of year to really see all the dark spots in the water. And I'm already seeing them, guys. I'll get up to this higher ground, up on these sand dunes, and just scout. Look, mark different spots, because this is something you necessarily can't see when you're at eye level. You can see all the sandbar structure, how it curves in real close, shoots back out deep. There's a hole there, which then bumps into that little inconsistency there. You can see them breaking. And then there's another hole to the left of that. There's a super deep spot right here in the front that I totally missed. There's a huge cut down there where I was actually at that I couldn't see. And that cut runs into a deep pool in front of the sandbar. Man, this beach is packed, guys. This beach is absolutely packed with great structure for set rig fishing.